Relax, sir.
Okay. Shalom, Israel. We are I.S.U.P.K. Starting out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're in Philadelphia. About to get it on. As everybody knows, it's a Sabbath class. So we're going to send up the prayers. With that being said, I.M.A.Z.U, which means to stand. You can all come up here now. I may want to adjust the camera while we're sending up the prayers. Okay. Maybe lean it down so they can. Yeah. Lean it up? Yes. Yeah, lean it up. Yeah. All right. Then we're going to see where the wine and the small cup back there. Yes. Move my whole room. Yeah. All right, so I can borrow that phone. You don't see no cup, don't worry about it. We'll use one of these. All right, you want to blow the old trumpet? All right, a little rusty on the all right.
SHALAM, which means to Israel.
All right, yeah, we'll go this one more time.
Kind of one more time.
All right, that means to turn and face the east. You'll set up the Hebrew. Oh, yeah. Oh. The one. You got it.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abba Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakvka. Taba'ah. Kadazak. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Barataza. Kawah. Hayah. Ka. Yawam. Masalakana. Kawabatna. Kasalakna. Kawabatina. Wala'ah. Tabiya'ana. Manasayawun. Abo. Hawashayna. Mayun. Ra. Kayun. Lukuk. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wathapara.
All right, the English, our Father,
which
art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
And earth.
As
it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
But
deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power, I.S.U.P.K. in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashub. Yahushua. I.S.U.P.K. Larapah. Kal Makala. Wakal Manawa. I.S.U.P.K. Lataho. Hamatazaraya. I.S.U.P.K. Lahakwiya. Amatya. I.S.U.P.K. Awakawa. Tamala. Garashan. Bahashim Yahushua. Warama.
All right. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Shalom. Wahabayah. Saparia. I.S.U.P.K. Yahushua. Awadama.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And
so be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha. Ayanya. Al-Haharya. Ma'ayun. Yaba'ah. Izoria. Ma'ay. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemaiah. Warataza. Al-Yafun. Mamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawum. Shemarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawum. Wala'ah. Ya-Yeshud. Shawamor. Yasharal. Yahweh. Shemarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yah. Yemyanka. Yawamum. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makal Ra. Yashimo. Af Napashka. Yahweh. Yashimo. Afka. Mawa'ak. Ma'ithel. Ma'ay. Awallah.
All right. The English. All right. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
Will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Yahshua.
He that keepeth Yahshua
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thy going out.
shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy
From
coming in.
this time forth.
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. You want Psalms 83 next year?
Yes.
Psalms, the 83rd, it's like an 83rd Psalms in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka. Al Bakarash. Wa Al Bashakwa. Al Kayahana. Awayabika. Yahama Yawan. Ra'ash. Al Imaka. Yara Yamwa. Sawadas. Wayafa. Ya'ai Tazawa. Al Tazapawanika. Amorwa. Lakawa. Manakakira. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakor. Sham Yashar Iwan. Kaya. Now I the book. Yakadwa. Alika. Maria. Yakarathwa. Ahalia. Alawam. Wayashmai. Alayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagoria. Gabal. Wa'aimuan. Wa'aimalak. Halashah. I'm the Shabbat. Cause of war. Gamashibu. Nalawa. Ainam. Hayu. Zarawat. Labani Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadya. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabya. Barakal. Koyashwa. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan. Da'ara. Hayu. Damad. Wa'adam. Shayathamu. Nadayamawa. Ka'ira. Kaza'aba. Kazabak. Katazal. Manai. Kal Nasayakamwa. Ashar. Amar. Ayarashah. Lanawa. Ah. Na'awa. Alahayah. Alahayah. Sayafamwa. Kakwash. Kapanya Rakah. Ka'ash. Taba'ayr. Ya'ayr. Wakalaham. Taradutma, Asa Wabasa, Wapatka, Sabahalam, Mala'am, Manyam, Walawud, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Manyam, Wayabahawa, Ayah, Waya Kapar, Waya Abad, Waya the Iron, Kaya Athon, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kalha.
All right, we're going to the English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumble.
Thine enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said.
They have said.
Come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of SHALAM,
the name of Yahshua,
may be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also joined.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabesh.
As to Jabesh.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
It became as dung for the earth.
It became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rag.
Make their nobles like a rag.
Like Ziad.
Like Ziad.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as a bot.
All their princes as a bot.
And as a Munah.
That is a Munah.
Who said, let us take ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make it like a wood.
Make it like a wood.
As the stumble
before the wood.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the fire burns the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble.
And trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou, whose name alone, is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High.
Of all the earth. Right. So to turn around, Yeshua wants me to be seated.
Okay.
All right, we want to go to Colossians, the 3rd chapter. We're going to start in the Hebrew first of all. So you can read first. All right. Colossians, we're going to go to the 3rd chapter. Anybody have any questions before we get started? All right, guys, any questions, just let me know. Yeah, come on with it.
What is the kingdom of heaven?
What is the kingdom of heaven? What is the kingdom of heaven? Be a little more specific. What do you want to know about the kingdom of heaven?
Okay, I guess we'll go along with what is the mystery of the kingdom?
All right, what is the, so your question is, what is the kingdom of heaven, or what is the mystery of the kingdom of heaven?
So that's 2 questions, right?
Right, so first, what is the kingdom of heaven? Where is the kingdom of heaven? Where is it going to be? Precept. Pull a precept up on
Ecclesiastes 3:16.
All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes 3:16. The kingdom of heaven. You just know kingdom of heaven just means, you know, on rulership. Who's gonna be in charge? Like the kingdom of heaven. Now we're gonna get the precept on what is heaven. When you get it, you can read it. Abban.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16. And moreover, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16.
Right.
You got it.
Okay, what is Ecclesiastes?
3 and 16.
3 and 16?
Yes.
When you have it, let me know y'all watch. No, you can read it on Abba.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16. For there is and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
Now we know what's under the sun. And I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Go ahead, Malachi.
Earth.
Earth. Now, who was on the earth? People. You understand? Animals, crops, birds. And he saw under the sun the place of judgment. Meaning under the sun, what was going on? Under the sun, y'all watch.
People were living.
No, that's not what we just read. Read it one more time.
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. What was going on under the sun? If you don't know, it's what?
People was doing.
Did we just read that? And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. What does that mean? What is judgment? Judgment is, go ahead.
We getting judged.
Gotta be a little more specific. When you say you're in a place where you get judged, be a little more specific. What does judgment mean? Punished. You get punished. All right. So when it says moreover, I saw under the sun, the earth is under the sun. People who lives on the earth. And I saw the place of judgment, meaning people was getting punished under the sun, on earth. On earth, this is not speaking about being up in the sky with God, but people was being judged. They was being punished on the earth, under the sun. Continue reading on.
That wickedness was there.
That wickedness was there. Read.
And the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
So now what would be the place of righteousness?
The place of righteousness?
Yes.
The school. The temple.
No.
The place of righteousness.
Stay on the topic. We're talking about the kingdom of heaven, right? What would be the place of righteousness? That place under the sun, the earth. You understand? That in the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. How do you know it ain't talking about the school? Because we don't sin in the school, right? When we know iniquity in the school. That's why he's saying the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, that's on earth, and the place of righteousness, which is also on earth, that iniquity was there. Meaning people were sinning on earth. You understand? That's heaven, that's hell. Heaven and hell is just on earth. That's why King Solomon was saying wickedness was there. What else was there? Righteousness was there. Some people was being righteous. Some people was not being righteous. Read on Abba.
Verse, it's like middle, Ecclesiastes 3 and 16, middle of the verse. And the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
So that place of righteousness will be the kingdom of heaven. All right? The place of righteousness, which is on the, let me get Matthew on the 6th chapter. Being 6 and 10.
Come on.
Yeah, Matthew 6 and 10.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven.
So now, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. What is the kingdom, Yawash? What's another word for kingdom? Rulership, being in authority, being in power, being in control. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Meaning this, all right. The kingdom. Want to raise your hand next time? Yes.
We're going to just read Matthew 6.
We have Matthew 6 and 10 right now. The one before that, it was Ecclesiastes 3 and 16. So now we have Matthew 6 and verse 10. Read 6 and 10 one more time. About
Count on the one count. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven.
All right, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. All right, read one more time.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come. Now we know kingdom is. Just gave it to you. What is the kingdom? Being in what? Kingdom. Thy kingdom come. Remember when the wilderness, Satan showed Christ all the kingdoms of the world. So when he say thy kingdom come, what is thy kingdom? No, so I'm gonna give it to you again. When it says thy kingdom come, meaning just being in power, meaning a specific group of people being in authority. Thy kingdom come, meaning who kingdom come?
Would that be like a righteous man?
No, not the righteous man. Who's speaking there? Christ speaking, right? So when Christ said, thy kingdom come, who kingdom is he speaking about? Want to give a shout out?
Yeah, kind of his kingdom, or Most High's kingdom.
Yes, the Most High's kingdom. So when say, thy kingdom come, Malakia, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Meaning the kingdom of heaven is going to be in earth, just like it is in heaven. It's going to be a righteous kingdom, a righteous rulership. But most of all, a what? A righteous what? What else is going to be?
All right, righteous man.
It's a righteous what?
Men.
Yeah, it's going to be righteous men. Not what I'm looking for, though. Let's go to Proverbs 22 and verse, not 22, Proverbs 29 and verse 2.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority.
When the who?
In authority.
When the righteous are in authority. Who authority right now? The white man, Esau. Other nations, they in authority. But the righteous are not in authority. But when the righteous are in authority, read.
The people rejoice.
Now, why would the people rejoice? You want to know something? When it snowed a couple of days ago, down in the suburbs, all these streets were sodded.
All the way.
These streets were sodded. You understand? Meaning, you could barely see snow on the street. Barely see any snow. Now, you go to, matter of fact, Upper Darby. Was they sodding on Upper Darby? They wasn't. Oh, man. You got a lot of people, a lot of black people living on Darby. You know what I mean? But when you went to North Philadelphia or West Philly or South Philadelphia, you see, man, it was nothing but snow out there. Because the white man don't give a damn about the poor people. He don't. Read one more time about it.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Now, why will the people rejoice when the righteous are in authority? Why will they rejoice? Because now your street's going to have salt, right? You don't got to worry about getting into a car accident. You don't got to worry about that. Now you want to have food in your communities, in your neighborhoods. You understand? Because now the righteous are in authority. So therefore, we're in authority. What else are we going to have? What? Go ahead, Malachi. Yes, well, not what I'm looking for. You're right. Not what I'm looking for.
A righteous society.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Bradley on charge. I'll buy you for about the time. We're gonna have a righteous society. Go ahead, y'all.
We got to be that thing like we have a righteous kingdom.
Yes, meaning when the righteous are in authority, when will the righteous be in authority, y'all? Yes, but give me the word I'm looking for. In the kingdom. When Christ come back, we're going to be in our what?
In our kingdom.
In our kingdom. Therefore, the righteous is going to be in authority, and the people are going to rejoice. They're going to be glad. You can pick it up, Malachi. We have Proverbs 29 and on verse 2. Right now, we got a wicked man that's in authority, man. You know, that's killing the people, murdering the people. We just don't give a damn about them. But the good thing is, you know, his kingdom is coming to an end soon. Go ahead, y'all.
Did y'all see on TV the other day where these 6 cops shot and killed the brother that's in the wheelchair?
I saw that.
Yeah, crazy.
Yep. I definitely saw that.
What was he in a wheelchair?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't a threat.
Right.
That's the thing. But the thing is, when the wicked are in authority, the people don't rejoice. The people is in mourning. They sad. They in trouble. Go ahead, read it again, Malachi.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority.
Now, when will the righteous be in authority? When Christ returns. When we are in our kingdom, the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven. Read.
God, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn.
Now, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Why is it like that? Why is it when the wicked people are in authority, the people mourn? Why?
But they're being punished for no reason. Just the wicked is just killing off the people.
You want to bust it, but who than that?
Because the people are living in a wicked society.
You're right, but it's even a little more secure than that. Because the wicked shouldn't be in authority.
Right.
That's like you giving your woman power. She don't know how to use that power, right? Go ahead,
So, like, sir, if I could, if you brought that out, what comes to mind is a precept in Job when he said, "They that I wouldn't even have amongst my dogs are over me."
Oh yeah,
mock me.
Exactly. That's why they shouldn't be in authority. They ain't supposed to be in authority. They're in authority now because this is their what? Kingdom. This is their society. This is their rulership. So therefore, when the wicked is at rule, the people mourn. They sad. Read on.
Proverbs 29 and 2. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's it on that verse.
All right. Go ahead, you got it, Bon.
Did you want Isaiah 60:11, which says that we shall bring a force in the Gentiles?
Yes, let me get that.
Kind of.
We're gonna go to Isaiah 60, verse 11.
Kind of
Isaiah go to Isaiah 60 and verse 11.
Just like sure.
Yeah, you can read it.
Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 11. And therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be
brought. You understand that? Read the next verse.
Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Read that again.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
So there you go, y'all. See, in our kingdom, if they don't want to serve Christ and serve you or serve the righteous men that was meant to be in authority, the Lord will kill them. Go ahead.
And so, like I said, if I could, verse 11 says, therefore that gate shall be open continually. Again, even in the white man's kingdom, you see a glimpse of it with, New York being the city that never sleeps. You know what I mean? It's open constantly for, men to bring merchants to bring their silver, their gold, bananas, different goods and services. The same thing's going to happen in Jerusalem. It's going to be a city that never sleeps, constantly staying open to make money.
Yeah, here we go. You know what I mean? That's going to be our kingdom, man. We're going to rule everything. We're going to be in control. We're going to be in power. Read on verse 12 again.
Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
So what?
Shall perish.
Simple enough, right? In our kingdom, if anybody chooses not to serve you, the Lord going to kill them. They're going to die. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because we're going to be in a righteous kingdom. And in a righteous kingdom, it's like if you do something wrong, you die, right? Just like in America, you kill somebody, you get put where? Where do they send you? When you kill somebody, Malakia, they put you in jail. You understand? Now you have to pay for your crimes. Now it's going to be oh man, and this amazing, man, because it's going to be a crime. If anybody chooses to not serve you, that's going to be a crime. You understand? They don't listen. They don't obey you. That's going to be a crime. Therefore, they ain't going to jail. But they're going to die continuously. All of them. Anybody who chooses to not serve us. Read on. Let's drop that on. So you to one on the kingdom of heaven. Y'all watch. All right, you're good to go. So you understand that it's going to be on earth. The kingdom is just rulership, being in power, being in authority. Go ahead.
One more question. So, when our kingdom come, we have everlasting salvation?
Yes, we're going to have everlasting salvation. Now, what is everlasting salvation? How could we have everlasting salvation?
Not certain at all.
No. Now, how will you receive everlasting salvation? We're going to have everlasting salvation. How is it going to happen? Go ahead, Abban.
So I can say the same way America is able to rule, we're going to be stronger than them. You know what I mean? Yeah, simple. Our king's going to be stronger than them.
Right, but not quite. Everlasting salvation, meaning you're going to always have the truth. You understand? In the kingdom, you're going to be in power. When you die, what's going to happen? You're going to come back. That's everlasting salvation, because you're going to come back and have what? The truth. You're going to be in authority. You're going to be in rulership. You're going to control the kingdom of heaven. You're going to control your section, your cities, your countries. So that's what that means when it says everlasting salvation, meaning you're going to die, but you're going to always have the truth, and you're going to be born back inside the kingdom. Well, that's if Christ returns. If he returns, then you'll die and you'll be born back inside the kingdom, and boom, that's everlasting salvation. You understand? Y'all watch. Most High in Christ. Let's go to Colossians. Third chapter.
Colossians chapter 3.
Start at 3 and 1.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K, Hamashayak, Wakwashwa, Ashur, Lama Ail, Ashur, Shon, Hamashayak, Ishai, Laya Mayam, Alahayim, verse 2. Shayamwa, Labakam, La Ashur, Ma'ayel, Wala'ah, La Ashur, Ba'arataza, verse 3. Kaya, Mathyum, Athom, Tazapawanyu, Ain, Hamashayak, Ba'alahayim, verse 4. Waba, Waka Ashor. Yawa Pa'ai. Like it. Yawa Pa'ai. Hamashiach Ashor. Hawa'a. Chayaya Nawa. Az. Gum. Athon. Thawa Pa'ai Wa. I'm Wa. Baka Bawad Wa. Verse 5. I'll come. Haka Chayad Wa. Kalya. Ta'awafkam. Ta'arataza. Zana Wanya. Shakwa Tazayam. Watha Shawak Watha. Shaki Wak. Watha Shawak Thumb. Zarawath. Yatazar. Rai. Wa'ahabtha. Batazai. Ashar. Damathka. Laibadtha. Alayam. Ba. It's like a Bagala. It's like a Bagala. Alha. Shapawakha. Chamath. Alahayim. Al. Banya. Hamoria. Verse 7. Wagam. Atham. Lapanya. Ka'ashar. Athma. It's like a Bathaka. Bathawaka. Khan. Halak. Badar Kaya Hum.
So like that's the 7 there.
Okay, Khan, verse 7.
All right, so we're gonna go to Colossians 3 and verse 1. I'm gonna translate it now in English.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of the power.
All right, here we go. If ye then be risen with Christ. Let's stop right there. What does that mean? If ye then be risen with Christ. Malakia.
Like how it says, like to be born again?
Yes, to be born again. That's how you was risen with Christ. When you put aside the old man and old woman. If ye then be risen with Christ. Read after that.
Seek those things which are above.
Now seek those things which are above. What are some things you shall seek that is above? Go ahead, Malakia.
The kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, what we just brought up, the kingdom of heaven. What else should we seek? Go ahead.
Like getting our people to be righteous.
Yes, getting our people back to come back to God, to be righteous. What else should we seek? Go ahead, Abban.
Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Come on, we can't forget about that one, Akil. We cannot forget about that one. Everybody should be seeking to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We should be seeking what else? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We should be seeking to get close to God, praying, fasting. Now we should be seeking the things which are above. Read on.
Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Not on things which is on the earth. Read on.
For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in the power.
For ye are dead, man. Old man, old woman is now dead, and your life is hid with Christ and God. Read on.
When Mashiach, who is our life.
And when Christ, who is our life, meaning without Christ, we don't have no life. You understand? If it wasn't for Christ, we wouldn't have no life. We wouldn't be talking right now. We'd be dead. We'd be dead. We'd be, I don't know, smoking weed, something. Getting high, selling drugs. If it wasn't for Christ, we wouldn't be who we are today. If it wasn't for Christ. Read that line one more time.
When Mashiach, who is our life.
It is our life, not everybody's life. Our life, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Read.
Shall appear.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Read that again.
Then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Meaning when Christ appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Somebody break that down. When Christ appeared, then ye also appear with him in glory. Number one, how will you know that Christ have appeared? How will you know that? Go ahead, Mark. Yeah.
Like, the scripture say when you come back, everybody's gonna see him.
That's a good one, bud. Give me a little more. Go ahead.
Sorry, so what was the question?
When Christ appeared, how will you know that? Boom, that's Christ right there. Your parent. Go ahead.
Salakia, by the signs and by the prophecies, it says the sea shall roll to, heaven shall roll together, the heaven not shall roll together, but the mountain shall tremble, etc. Like he's a so-called Negro, so he's not gonna be like, you know, Donald Trump when he appears. He's gonna like it's gonna be like Floyd Mayweather coming to fight. You know what I mean?
You're right, but give me a little more on the glory. How you gonna know that Christ is so glorified or glorified? Go ahead.
Because it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be he's gonna show out, if you will. It's gonna be
you're gonna be able to notice something. You're gonna have a genetic glow on him. Yeah. You understand? You're gonna know it. That's Christ right there. You see him, yeah. Oh, man. See me, I'm a little dark. Now you see Christ, it's gonna be a glow like no other, man. Something that you ain't never saw before. Now, but he said, ye also shall appear with him in glory. Now, how you want to appear with Christ in glory? Go ahead.
Okay, so the precept of 1 Corinthians when it says, in the twinkling of an eye we shall be changed, we shall appear like him.
Yep.
And our bodies will be changed also.
Yep, that's a perfect one. Another one is you want to sit upon thrones, judging the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. That's you sitting in that glory seat, man. You understand? Behind Christ. Read on.
Verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
Now, what does mortify mean? Go ahead.
To kill.
Kill therefore your members which are upon the earth. Read.
Fornication.
What's fornication? Go ahead.
Unlawful sex.
Yes, unlawful sex. Read.
Uncleanness.
What is uncleanness? Uncleanness. Go ahead.
Sorry, sir. Okay, it's like being dirty. Like like when we say like, oh, you're a dirty man or something like that, and that's
well, it's more sin. Sin makes you unclean. You have sex with a white woman, you unclean. Right. That's uncleanness right there. It's sin. Read.
Inordinate affection.
Inordinate. Read that one more time.
Inordinate affection.
Inordinate affection. What is that? Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. Like liking a man likes little girls.
Listen, man, I don't know what's going on in America today. You know, it's ridiculous, man. You got grown men liking children, little boys and little girls, man. It goes to show how sick this place is, man. That's why he said, mortify. You gotta kill your sickness mind. You gotta kill that. Go ahead, y'all.
Like right now, the white man thing, they get away with it because the Catholic priests and messing with the little boys.
Yeah.
You know, since who knows what's in the wrong time, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? But they gonna get punished for it.
There was one cat I was on watching, I think yesterday. Oh man, this preacher, he admitted to having sex with a 17-year-old woman. Now, I think he was about maybe 40, 50 years old. The congregation, they gave him a standing ovation because he admitted to it. Yes. Yep. He admitted to it, man. Having sex with, she was either 16 or 17, I believe maybe 17, but he a grown man, he an adult. She on there crying, I can't believe they did this, and they gonna forgive him. They gave him a standing ovation. To them, if you confess your sins, then now you know Christ's gonna have mercy on you, and he ain't go to jail or nothing. Yep, nothing, man. The Lord telling you, listen, you gotta kill that uncleanness, man. Read on.
Con on the one con. Evil concupiscence and covetousness, which is idolatry.
You understand that? Read.
So like you, sir.
Yes, you got it.
This could be a precept for on the topic of child molestation and pedophilia. It's idolatry.
Yes. Definitely a precept for that. You're right. Read.
Verse 6. For which things sake the wrath of the power cometh on the children of disobedience.
Read that again.
For which things sake the wrath of the power cometh on the children of disobedience.
You may gotta break it down a little bit. Make sure they see the ornaments and or something. All right.
No concept.
Read that one more time.
For which things sake the wrath of the power cometh on the children of disobedience.
The wrath of the power cometh on the children of disobedience. What does that mean? Meaning you disobey God, his wrath is going to come upon you. You know, you're going to go through some hell, man. You know, he may take a family member. He may take you. You understand? And just kill you and destroy you. You understand? Meaning the Lord want to punish the disobedience, man. Now, it may seem like, you know, they prospering right now, they living good. You know, you look at a son and say, oh, man, look, man, I'm a man of God, I'm a woman of God, and this sinner is prospering. You know, he's selling drugs, he has money, and, you know, people love him, giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving, giving the kids Christmas gifts. Halloween, we knock on his door, he gives them dollar bills. Look at him like, God damn, he prospering. Not knowing his day is going to come to an end. Is going to come to an end. If it's not now, it's going to be later. They say laugh now, cry later. You know, you may get away with it now, but the Lord sees what's going on. And you ain't going to get away from it. You understand? Read on.
In the which ye also walked sometime, when ye lived in them.
Read that one more time.
In the which ye also walked sometime, when ye lived in them.
In which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. What does that mean? In which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. When you lived in what? No, this is not talking about the truth. And the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. When you lived in those members. Remember on verse 5, it says, mortify therefore your members. You was living in them and you was following your members. You was doing what your mind wanted to do, man. You understand? You used to love little girls. Well, hey, me myself, that never been my twist, even in the world. You know, never been my twist, man. You know, but you never know, man. People come a long way, man. Yeah. Long way. But can they change? Yes, they can change. What happened overnight? No, it ain't gonna happen overnight. But if it's the Lord's will, then they will change. You understand? Say it again.
Hello, God. Other than just stay with my children, my daughter was still away.
Oh yeah, you better. Oh yeah. So we're gonna go back to the Hebrew. Oh, let me take the next seven. All right. Yes, we're gonna read. I want to raise your hand. Y'all want if you have a question or comment, make sure you raise your hand. All right. All right. Colossians 3:8. Hasa wa kaula Allah ma'ayla yakama dam wa aiba ra wa rash aiha wa kar hawas wa dabarya nabalaha ma pa yaka aula dashakwarwa ayash ba aima yatwa akar ya ashar hashta dhamma atha ha adhamma ha Quad man ya aim Pa'ala Yawa Bash Dama Ada Ha Dasa Ha Kadash Hawa'a Hashar Hathak Dash Bara Aitha Kataza Lasa Ya Taza Wa Ashar Ayan Bawa Yawan Ya Awa Yahawada Yahawadaya Nama Wala Awa Ai Rala Nala Aid La Shawana Para'a Adasa Aibad Awa Bad Ka Wad Yama Kaya Ha Kaula Waba Kaula Hawa'a Amash Yak. All right, verse 12. Wa'atham Kabaka Yaraya Ha Alhayam Ka Kwadash Yawa Wayad Yad Yawa Labash Wa Rak Mayama Mama Wa War Laba Ka Kasa Ra Wak Shapala Ha Aina Hawa Waha Wan Ra Rana Apa Yama Lash Atha Ayash Atha Paniya Ra'ai Hawa Wala Sawla Tha The Wa La Badar La Dabar Rayaba Kaya Mataza'a Bayan Yakam Wakam Wa Adan Yan Wa Salak Lakam Tan the Sala Kawa Gamma Atha. All right, let's go to Colossians 3 and 14.
Colossians 3 and 8, sir.
Oh, 3 and 8. All right.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 8 in the English.
We had Colossians. Colossians is in the New Testament. It should be right after Philippians. All right. We had Colossians 3 and verse 8. You got it, Abba.
But now you also put off all these. Anger.
Read that again.
But now you also put off all these. Anger.
You have to put off anger. Now, let's say it's anger, like, is he saying that you can't be angry? God says, no, what he's saying here. Put away anger. What?
Like you shouldn't be so angry to the point where it calls you a sin.
Yes, be angry, but sin not. Right. That's how you put away anger. You can be angry. People want to make you angry all the time. Your co-worker is going to make you angry. Your mother, your sister, your family want to make you angry. But the thing is, when they make you angry, don't pick up a gun and shoot them. We need you here. We don't need you in jail. You understand that, right? Right. Do not pick up a knife and don't do that, man. We need you here, alive. Oh, you're people. We don't need you in jail. So he said, put off anger. Read on.
Wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth.
Now, what is some filthy communication that come out of your mouth? Go ahead, sis. Yes, backbiting. We don't do backbiting and on the U.P.K.
Right.
So I never talk about somebody behind somebody else's back. What's another way you can, what's another away for filthy communication. What is filthy communication? Give me some more examples for filthy communication. Go ahead.
Doing a birthday, talking about doing your birthday and all that, trying to get people to go with you.
Yes, that's definitely filthy communication. Give me a little more though. Go ahead, sis. Yes, talking about selling drugs. It's the main one I'm looking for. The law is done away with.
Right.
That's filthy communication, man. You understand? Anybody that's telling you that you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, that's filthy communication. Because the Most High told us to keep the law. Christ said, I come not to destroy the law. You understand? That's filthy communication. When somebody tell you that the laws of God is done away with. Matter of fact, let me get Matthew 5:17. The book of Matthew 17, whoever have it. Go, you got it. I brought it.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
What?
Think not that I am or the prophets.
Now these words is written in what color?
Red.
They ain't red. Meaning who is speaking here?
Christ, sir.
Christ is speaking here. So now, what did Christ just say? Read one more time.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
What does think not mean?
Do not think.
Well, raise your hand next time, brother.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Do not think.
Yes. Don't think. Don't put this in your mind. What should you put in your mind? Go ahead.
The idea that the law is done away with, sir.
That the laws is done away with. Laws is not done away with. It's over 613 laws in this Bible. And Christ said, think not. Don't even for a second put in your mind that they are done away with. Read it again.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. What were some of the laws that Moses gave the people? The whoever have fins and scales in the waters, you can eat. Whoever don't have fins and scales in the waters, you cannot eat. He did not do away with the prophets nor the law. That's filthy communication when a preacher say that the laws of God is done away with because we have grace. No. Go ahead, Abba.
It's like, sir, on another note, he didn't destroy the prophets. What did Obadiah say? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, thou shalt be cut off forever. They've also teach that all people can be accepted when there's a judgment that's coming on the so-called white man that was prophesied by the prophets. Christ can come to destroy us.
Yes, exactly. Now, that's also filthy communication. When they say that everybody can receive salvation, the Edomites, the so-called white race and white man, they're going to receive salvation. That's filthy communication. Go ahead.
It's like, if I could, real quick.
Yes.
Another point. The prophets talk about every race of people getting a judgment, including the children of Israel. So to say that's done away with is filthy communication.
Yes, filthy communication. Let's go back to Colossians. Colossians 3 and where you at 3 and 8? Yeah.
Well, I'm at 3 and 9 now.
Go back
back to verse 8.
Yes, on blasphemy.
Colossians chapter 3 verse 8 in the middle of the verse.
Blasphemy is right. A lie. Don't be going lying, man. Stop lying. What you lying for? Be real. You know? Tell the truth. Why do people lie? Who do people lie to? People that they are afraid of. You understand? Stop fibbing. Stop lying. And, you know, that's filthy communication, man. You have to put away blasphemies. You have to do it. Read.
Filthy communication out of your mouth.
Out of your what?
Mouth.
Another thing, people always say this, man. I swear to God, don't say that. That's filthy communication, man. Don't swear on God. Don't swear on your kids. Don't swear on your family. Watch what comes out of your mouth. It ain't that what goes in the mouth, but that was coming out of the mouth, man. You got to control your tongue and your memory. That's filthy communication. Read on.
Verse 9.
Go, you got it, y'all watch.
Question. So when you in court and they say put your hand on the Bible, swear on you swear I swear.
They swear, you say I affirm.
I know what you say, but that's filthy communication, right?
Yes, that's filthy communication. Yeah, you ain't supposed to swear. The Bible tell you not to swear on someone who's suffering. You ain't supposed to do that. You're in court, you say I affirm. That's it, man.
I affirm.
Let your yea be yea, your nay be nay. You understand that? Read on.
Verse 9. Lie not one to another.
Read that again.
Lie not one to another.
Now, you ain't going to find this in the 10 Commandments in Exodus. Why? Because there's more than 10 Commandments. This is a commandment right here. The Lord telling you, stop lying. Stop being a lying snake. Lie not to another. Read on.
Seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
That ye have did what?
Put off the old man with his deeds.
This is what Christ died for. Christ died for it because that old lying man that used to just love sin and smoking weed and getting high and being an alcoholic, you know, that woman that loved to backbite and just talk about everybody behind their back. Christ died so that person couldn't be put to death. Therefore, what you need to do, you need to put off that person. Put off that brother and that sister. And let the new man and new woman come to life. Read on.
Verse 10. And have put on the new man.
Put on the what?
New man.
Now, how will you know somebody put on the new man? Real simple. Go ahead, sis. Yes. Yes. What else? Go ahead, Yawash.
He stopped doing all the good things that he used to do.
You right. You're right, but I want something a little more on topic. How you know somebody put off the old man and put off the old woman? Go ahead, Malakia. You're right, but that's not on topic. Go ahead, sis. You're right, but that's also not on topic. They put off filthy communication by what they say. Now, they ain't saying go smoke weed or light this blunt up. What is they saying now? Hey, brother, you better not light that blunt up. You better not smoke that cigarette, man. You better not have sex with that white woman. You better not do that. Now, you know, they're starting to put on the new man and new woman by what comes out of their mouths. Now you know that. Read on.
Which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created it.
What?
Where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, bond nor free, but Christ is all and in all.
Now, yes, you got it. Yes, you get it. Now we need this because, you know, Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, bond free, but Christ in all. What does that mean? Does that mean that the Greeks can have salvation? No, it don't mean that. Does that mean that now the other nations can receive salvation? No, it don't mean that. You can read your own definition when you get off.
This is This is Grecians in the Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary.
All right, this is the definition of Grecian. Read.
Page 324.
Page 324. Malakia, let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 64, please.
Grecians were Greek-speaking Jews.
They was what?
Greek-speaking Jews.
Greek-speaking Jews. What language do we speak today? Go ahead, young man. Go ahead, you got it, brother. You.
Oh, English.
Yes, we speak English. Now, is English a true language?
No.
No. So we would be considered what? A Greek too. You understand? We speak in English. That ain't our language. Our language is the Lashuman Kodash, the Hebrew, the holy tongue. We take on this language because our slave master taught us English and how to speak their languages. Therefore, in the Bible, we was considered Greek because we spoke their language. What else did we do that the Greeks done? or were doing. What was the Greeks famous for? God says homosexuality. What else was they famous for? Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. So we was considered a Greek, a Gentile, because we followed their customs and we spoke their language. Therefore, we wasn't considered a Jew, a Hebrew Israelite, because we was of our father, the devil. And we followed him. We took on all their customs. Was that it?
Well, a little more. Folk of the dispersion. No.
What? Let me get on Deuteronomy 28 and on 64. Malachi. Yes. Go ahead, read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Read it again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Read.
Come. The earth, even unto the other.
All right. Meaning what? The Lord scattered us.
Right.
So now we are everywhere. We're in England. We're in Japan. We're in America. We're in China. We're in Africa. We're in Jamaica. Therefore, we in those lands, what do we start to do? What, Abba?
Act like it's like a take on the customs of the society we're in.
Yes, we start to follow their customs. We start to follow the Egyptians because now we're living in their country. You understand? Now we celebrate Christmas. We bow down to Nimrod. We serve Caesar, Bojer, because we is in America. We were scattered from one end of the earth unto the other end of the earth, and then we started to commit sins because we wanted to follow their cultures. Read on, Malachi.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
What's the wood and what's the stone? And there, because we were scattered among all nations and all people, we started to serve wood and stone. You want to give it a shot? Go ahead, sis.
How the Muslims circle around them. That means worshiping stone.
What's the wood? Sis? The Christian cross. The two biggest religions that's out here today. Christianity and Islam. The Lord said, because we disobeyed him, now he scattered us from one end of the earth until the other end of the earth. And now we started to follow Christianity and Islam. And in Christianity and Islam, what do they have? Filthy communication, man. Because Christianity and Islam believe that God loves everybody.
Right. Believes
that everybody can receive salvation. When the Bible tells you one nation can receive salvation. Let me get on John 4:22. The book of John 4 and on 22. Malachi, let me get Matthew 1 and 21.
I got John 4:22.
Go ahead, you got it.
John chapter 4, verse 22.
What?
Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews.
Read it again.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
You don't know what you are worshiping. Read.
We know what we worship.
We know what we worship, which is the Most High. Read.
For salvation is of the Jews.
All right. For salvation is of the Jews. I thought everybody can be saved. I thought everybody can receive salvation. This is the thing with Christianity, all right? They don't read the Bible. They read what they want to read. The only thing the Christian church wants is just your money. That's all they want. That's why they tell you, you can sin, you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You can serve whatever God you want to serve. Because all they want at the end of the day is to receive your finances. That's all they want. When the Lord is saying there, the Jews is the only people that will receive salvation. Let me get Matthew 1:21. Yes, you got it, brother.
A question on that last verse. Where you were talking about, we know what we worship, right? Now, that was a Samaritan woman.
Where we at right now? Above
John 4:22.
John 4:22. Yes, that was the Samaritan woman.
She was not a Jew.
She was not no Jew. She was Samaritan. She was so-called African. Which is why Christ is saying, we know what we worship, but you don't know who you worship. Because the Africans and black people is two different people. You understand? Start at go back to John. Start at 4:22.
John chapter 4 verse 22.
Not 22. Start at 20.
John chapter 4 verse 20. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship.
No. Drop down to verse 16. John 4:16.
John chapter 4 verse 16. Yahushua saith unto her, Go, call thy husband, and come hither. The woman answered and said, I have no husband.
Now, why didn't this woman have a husband? Because she was sleeping around with many men. That's why she didn't have a husband. She was sleeping with this guy, that guy, that guy. Therefore, she didn't have no husband. Read.
Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had 5 husbands.
She was a hoe. She had 5 husbands. Go to verse 8. Not 8, verse 9.
John chapter 4, verse 9.
What?
Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest of me, which am a woman of Samaria?
So now, what did this woman know? Same brother that asked the question.
She's saying right then and there that you must be different because they don't mess with the Jews.
Yes. What she's saying is, why is you coming to me? Why is she asking Christ, why is you coming to me? Because she knows that she is a different nation of people. You understand? That's why she knew that the Jews have nothing to do with the Africans, with the Samaritans. She knew that. Therefore, that's why she God damn, what you come up to me? Why you want to drink with me? Go ahead.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But why is she talking about her father Abraham here?
She's talking about her father Abraham where?
Well, she says that, my father worshiped in this mountain.
No, for that. Go ahead.
So he's referring to, the brother's referring to verse 20.
So you're referring to verse 20. Let's read verse 20.
John chapter 4, verse 20.
Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 19.
John chapter 4, verse 19. The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain.
Our fathers worshipped in this mountain. Read.
And ye said that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship.
So now, why did she say our fathers worship in this mountain? Why did she say that?
Well, I guess she's referring to her fathers, her forefathers.
Go ahead, Abba.
So the so-called Jewish man says his fathers played in the mountain. Like everybody, they're philosophy Jews. Everybody's a Jew on the planet Earth.
Exactly. Everybody want to be us.
Right.
What's why she's saying, one second. What's why she's saying our fathers worship in this mountain. But is her fathers supposed to worship in this mountain? The white man say he a Jew, right? Now, is he supposed to be worshiping in our land?
No.
But what do he say? He say our fathers worship in this mountain.
Right.
She want to be one of us. But the thing is, you know what I mean? Go ahead, sis.
Isn't there some scripture that say that you were never supposed to pick our book?
Say it again.
Wasn't there a scripture saying you were never supposed to touch our book?
I don't recall that one yet. Go ahead.
Sorry, I got the precept for woman in Samaria being heathen.
Yes, you got it.
We're in the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 23.
So we have 2 Kings 17 and 23. You got it.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants, the prophets. So is Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cuthah, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
So now what does that mean? You want to give a shot? Go ahead. You got it.
He displaced those people, put them in our land.
Yes, he put the heathens in our land. Why did he put them in our land? Because we sinned against him. You understand? That's why the white man is in our land today. Because we sinned against God. We love pork so much. Therefore, their fathers is worshiping in the mountains, but they ain't supposed to be in our mountains. So the Lord put them there because we sinned against the Most High. Hold your peace 1 second. Let's go back to the book of John. John 4 and verse 20.
Count on one count.
Matter of fact, go back down to verse 9.
John chapter 4 and verse 9. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest of me, which am a woman of Samaria?
So she knew that she were a heathen and Christ was a Jew. She knew that she was a different person than who Christ were. Read on.
Which am a woman of Samaria.
She was an African woman, a woman of Samaria. Read on.
For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
That's how you know that the Jews and the Samaritans was two different types of people. You understand that, brother?
I understand. She made it clear when she said the house that you asked me. Because if she was, like you said, if she was a Jew, then
she would have never asked that. Right. Yeah. You understand? That's why she asked him that, because she knew that she was an African. She know her culture. She want to be us, but she knows she can't be one of us. That's why she came to Christ and like, God dang, you know? Right. Why you want to dwell around me? Because we ain't supposed to deal with the African. We are a what? We are a holy nation of people. We're supposed to be separated from amongst the heathen. Right. When we follow them and, you know, follow their traditions and, you know, look at them like they above us, now we forget that we is better than them. That Samaritan woman knew that she wasn't on our level. All right? Drop down to verse 20. About it. 1 second. Hold your point. 1 second. One second. Go ahead. You got it. We at, let the young sister know where you at.
John chapter 4 and verse 20.
We at John 4 and verse 20. You got it.
Our fathers worship in this mountain.
Our fathers worship in this mountain. Read.
And ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yahushua saith unto her, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Meaning what? Eventually, what's going to happen to the people that's in our lands? Go ahead, young man.
We're going to get our land back.
We're going to get our land back. Most High in Christ. Get a little hand. They is going to leave our land. They ain't going to worship in our mountains. They not going to do that, man. They're not going to worship our God. They trying to worship our God, but it ain't going to happen no more. They're going to leave our land. We're going to be in our land. We're going to worship our God and our power. Go ahead, Yahweh.
Let's be this way, like right to the day, Africans know who they are. But black people, they don't know who they are. They think they're African, but we're not. Africans don't like us. They don't speak to us. Go to South and Philadelphia.
Even if you go a little more farther than that, all you got to do is read the Bible. The Bible tell you that Israel and the Egyptians, it's a difference. That we ain't the same people. We're a different nation of people. They're the Egyptians. We are the Israelites. We are God chosen people. Hold your peace for 1 second. Read on, brother.
Count out of one count. John chapter 4, verse 21. Yahushua saith unto him, woman, believe me, ye shall neither in this mountain worship the Father.
They live in our land. They ain't gonna worship the Father no more. Read.
Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship.
We know who we worship. We know what we worship. Read.
For salvation is of the Jews.
For salvation is of the Jews. Now, what does that mean? Remember, this was a Samaritan woman saying that she worshiped in our mountain. Then Christ cut her and said, for salvation is of the Jews. Meaning what? Aban?
The Jews can be saved regardless of what you've been taught.
Exactly. The Jews is the only people that can be saved.
Right.
The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Nobody else. Now, if you want to really go into it, what do the other nations need to be saved from what? Chinese people, they have Chinese businesses. The Arabs, they have the Crown Fried Chickens. The white, oh man, you forget about Esau. He owns everything. We don't have nothing because we are the people that need salvation. Oh, let me get Matthew 1:21.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Now, who was that she? Mary.
Right.
Mary was a black woman. I know we all think she was white. She wasn't a white woman. Mary was a black woman that had a big mouth. All right? Like your black woman. and she shall bring forth a son. What was that son name? Read.
And thou shalt call his name Jesus.
And thou shalt call his name who?
Jesus.
And thou shalt call his name Jesus. Now, in the Hebrew, it's Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Yahweh Shai. Thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai. Read.
For he shall save his people.
Read that again.
For he shall save his people.
But I thought he coming to save everybody. Read it again.
For he shall save his people.
The Christian church will never read this inside the Bible because they hate God and they have what? Filthy communication.
That's right.
You understand? Say, for he shall save his people. Read on.
From their sins.
From their what?
Sins.
From their what?
Sins.
Because who can sin? Real simple. Malakia. The people that was given the law.
Right.
Let me get Psalms 147, 19 and 20. The only people that can sin is the people who God is dealing with. God never dealt with the other nations, never dealt with Chinese people, never dealt with the white man. They above us because we simply sinned against him. So God said, for Mary shall bring forth a son and shall call his name Jesus, and he shall save his people from their sins. Let's find out who is the people that can sin against God. You got it on Abba.
We're in the book of Psalms 147, verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob.
Who is Jacob? The 12. Remember, his name was Israel before the Lord changed his name to Jacob, which is Yaquab in the Hebrew. You got it, brother.
It's the opposite. His name is Jacob, and he changed it to Israel.
Oh, yes, you're right, brother. Give him a hand. Most signs Christ. Let's do some studying right there. Yes, his name is Jacob, and the Lord changed his name to Israel, which is the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You're right, brother. Read on.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He hath not dealt so with any nation. What does that mean? He hath not dealt so with any nation. Somebody break that down. Go ahead.
He ain't got nothing to do with no other nation.
Yes, he ain't dealing with nobody else except for Israel. Read.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
What is judgment? They don't know them. Now, who is the Lord punishing until they let the brother know where you at?
Psalms 147 and verse 20.
So now his judgments, they have not known them. Now, when other nations, when they celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and Martin Luther King, I want to get into a little bit of Martin Luther King Day today too, since it's Monday, right? When they celebrate those days, do the Lord deal with them? Do he punish them? No, he don't punish the other nations. No, he don't. No, he don't punish the other nations. They celebrate Christmas And Thanksgiving, who do you hear about dying on New Year's Eve? Black people, man. You understand? During the holidays, oh man, what was that last holiday? I think it was Labor Day. And there was like 50-something people in Chicago got shot. Black people, not white people. You understand? Because we know the Lord's judgments. When we sin against him, he punishes us. He don't punishes the other nations. He punished us because he's dealing with us and he ain't dealing with nobody else. You understand that? So when the Lord says she shall bring forth a son, marry, and he shall save his people from their sins, we is the only people that can sin because we are the only people that was given the what? The law. Young man right there. People that was given the what? Give him a hand. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. We're the only people that was given the laws of God. Therefore, when we break the laws of God, when we eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, what happens to us? We get high blood pressure, diabetes. We have heart attacks and strokes when we disobey God. We number one in those things. Go ahead, sister. Oh yeah, we get all types of stuff, man. When you disobey the Most High. The Lord ain't no joke. He ain't no joke at all. So let's go back to Colossians, where we left off at about.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies.
Now, holy and beloved, what does it mean to be holy? Precept. Go ahead, sis. Yeah, I need a precept. You're right, separate. That's right. Aban.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Yes, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Somebody get that. In the book of Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Thou art a holy people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy power.
Unto the Most High thy power. Read.
The Lord thy power hath chosen thee.
He chose who?
Thee.
He chose who?
Thee.
He chose thee. Read.
To be a special people unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You see what this shows right here? Equality.
Right.
God, man, there's nothing equal with God. You understand? God chose one group, one society of people to be above everybody else. Why are we above now? Real simple. Because of our sins and our iniquities, man. Remember, we're supposed to be a separate nation of people, man. We ain't supposed to be having sex with white people or going up inside Chinese people. We ain't supposed to do that. Who want to go up inside Chinese woman anyway about? I don't know who want to do that. The black woman is the most beautiful people that's in this world. Who want to go marry somebody outside their nation, man? Somebody that don't have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. The Lord said, for thou art a holy people. And we're supposed to be above all nations of people, man. We ain't above right now because questions against God through our filthy communications, man. Through the Christian church, the Muslim mobs, our so-called high leaders like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was a traitor to black people, man. The Lord never wanted us to join hand with them. Never. But of course, the black man just gotta have him a white woman. Just gotta have you a white woman, man. It's disgusting in the sight of God, man. The Lord said we are a holy nation of people. Let's go back to the book of Colossians.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 12, middle of the verse. Kindness.
Humbleness of mind. Read on.
Meekness.
Meekness.
Long suffering.
Long suffering. Read.
Forbearing one another. And forgiving one another.
And forgiving one another. Read.
If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye.
What does that mean? What is the brother telling you here? Yawash.
I'm supposed to forgive that brother, I'm not supposed to hurt that brother.
You have to forgive that man because Christ forgave you. Real simple. So forgive our debts.
So that pertains to like different nations, like they didn't done with aggressors and music.
Well, you know, remember, holding grudges is like you commit an act against. You understand, meaning now you so mad and you angry, you go shoot that person you holding a grudge against. Now, so you go shoot all the other nations, and you shouldn't do it. Go ahead, sis.
And it really just like affects you inside the door and stuff acting out sin. You gotta do it constantly.
Yes. That's why the Lord is. Go ahead, sister.
That's like the same people say you can't drink poison and expect them the person to die.
Yeah, yeah. You have to have mercy because the Most High had mercy on you. We all supposed to be dead and gone by now. But because of Christ, because of his sacrifice and him dying on that cross, we liveth and we ain't dead. You understand? Therefore, forgive that brother that stole something from you 20 years ago. Forgive your father, man. Don't talk about your daddy. What you talking about your dad for? Yeah, he wasn't there your whole life. Forgive him. Now, if you can't forgive somebody else, then how are you going to expect your God to forgive everything you have done, all your transgressions and all your sins? It don't work like that. I'm telling you, listen, have mercy on your people. Go ahead, Malaki.
So somebody do something to you, right? And you jump sin against somebody, shoot them or something. It would be wise to like, conduct yourself in a different manner around.
Now, do you have to go around them?
Oh,
So you're saying more like they work around you. It's the slavery. Be a little more specific.
like a slavery or something.
Right. So yeah, if it's like something like a slavery, what I would do, just go to them. Go to them, be alone. Go on the side. If it's your co-worker, hey, excuse me, can I speak to you for 1 second, please? Let them know. They offended you, and if they hear you, then it's like, cool. Maybe they won't hear you. You can't take them to counsel because they ain't in the truth. Can't say, hey, man, I'm gonna call GEN.YAHANNA. We're gonna settle the counsel right now. You can't do that because they're not in the truth. So what you do is just conduct yourself in a different manner. That's all you do, Malaki. Go ahead.
And something I noticed, I mean, you had a person but other people that told me when you go to a person that you have a problem with or anything, it actually is more fear in your mind that it's going to go wrong than when it actually happens. The person usually understands. Because they shock themselves that you would actually say something to them. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Then it's like this also, maybe they didn't know they was offending you. Maybe in their mind, it's like, this is how I talk. Some people is just ignorant people, man. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to do nothing. Maybe they didn't know they offended you. Now you call them to the side and she be like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. That's how you do. You don't understand that. Go ahead, sis.
I also hope I got a check for how I took things because like I have been so many things in the past and even like coming in, I didn't know certain things was wrong. You know what I mean? I have to raise that's my you know what I mean? So I do the same way.
World, just be a man. Hey, can I talk to you for a second, brother? That man gonna respect you, man. Now, if you go talk behind his back, and now he ain't gonna never have no respect for you. Pull him to the side, let him know his fault, and if he hear you, then boom, you gain your brother. You understand? Read on about
Come. In the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 14. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts.
What is your hearts? Yawash.
Your mind.
Your mind. Let the pure mind. Read.
To the which also ye are called in one body.
Ye are called in one body. Read.
And be ye thankful.
Be what?
Thankful.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Anybody make it up in this truth, you better be thankful, man. You understand? To have, like, for the Lord to stop what he doing for 1 second, to look on you, to bring you up in there, man, you better thank him for that, brother, sister. Give the Lord for that. You understand? For him to turn his eyes and look at you for 1 second and say, all right, no problem. I got you. I got you, man. I'm going to bring you home. Be thankful for that, man. You may be going through some struggles in life, but be thankful for that. Read on.
Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Now, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom. How do the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom? Malakia?
Why you keep it at random?
No, not quite. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom. Go ahead, Abban.
Us like to study to show ourselves approved.
Study, that's a good one. What else?
We be like, study, obey the commandments.
Yes, of course, obey the commandments, but it's a little more deeper than that. Read it one more time, Mark.
Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom. What is wisdom? Go ahead.
Knowledge.
Knowledge, I'll take it.
Understanding.
Knowledge, understanding. But it's a little more. It's a little more than that. Go ahead, Abban.
Keeping the laws, which is the fear of the Most High.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, of knowledge. So the only way that word is going to dwell in you richly in all wisdom, you have to have that fear in your mind. I have sex with this hoe. The Lord gonna give me HIV. You understand? If I go sell drugs, the Lord gonna kill me and put me to death if I go do that. That's the fear of God. That's in your hearts. That's in your mind. Therefore, if that fear is constantly, always in your mind, you ain't gonna never break the law because it's gonna dwell inside of your hearts and your mind. Read on.
Teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs in your hearts to the Most High. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahweh.
Let me get Malaki. You get 1 John 3 and verse 18. Read that again from the top. Abban.
And whatsoever ye do in word or deed.
And whatsoever ye do in word or deed. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed. Read.
Do all in the name of the Lord Yahweh.
Don't do it for yourself. You understand? Do it because Christ will have done it. You understand? You know pride, man. Pride leads to destruction, man. Do it because your king has ordered you to do it, man. Do it because you love your nation and your people. Go ahead, brother.
What was that, John and what?
1 John 3 and verse 18. 1 John 3 and 18. You're going to read 1 John 3 and 18. Malaki.
1 John chapter 3, verse 18. My little children.
Little louder, brother.
1 John chapter 3, verse 18. My little children, a word, neither in the tongue, but in deed and in truth.
But in what?
In deed and in truth.
Meaning you can't just say that you love the Most High, man. You can't just talk about it. Everybody talk a great game, man. A real good game. I love God. Christians say it all the time. The Most High, but what is they doing to show them that they love God? Nothing. Nothing at all. That's why the Lord said, don't love him in word, but love in deed. Read on. First John 3:18.
But in deed and in truth. And hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him.
Let's go back to Colossians.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, the Lord GEN.YAHANNA, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him.
That's why, what do we always say up in there? Man, that wasn't me, that was the Lord, man. That was the Most High right there. Don't give me no credit. I don't like taking credit for nothing, man. No credit. Go ahead, sis.
The general said that's why when someone compliments you,
Yeah, boom. We say Most High in Christ. They're like, what you saying, Most High in Christ? Because I don't want to take no credit, man. No credit at all. It's the Most High in Christ. For the Most High in Christ, none of us would be here now. None of us. You understand? It takes a lot for you to break that pride. And, you know, I'm not doing this for myself. No, I'm doing it for the Most High in Christ. I'm doing it for my nation. I'm doing it for my people, man. Love not in word, but in deed. You show your people you love them by doing a what? Doing a what? An action, man. By showing them that you love them. Do you love somebody you know they shouldn't be eating pork, but then y'all both go up inside the store and he a nice pork chop, nice pork sandwich, and he looking at you like that. You can see his tongue and everything. Like he fantasizing about the pork sandwich already. The pork sandwich ain't there yet. You looking at him like this. You like, no, real brother will be like, no, man, you shouldn't eat that pork sandwich, man. You understand now? Now he may listen, he may not listen. Well, at least you've done your job. The Most High saw that. You understand? Love not in word, but in deed. Read on.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
All right. Read that again.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Somebody break that down. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands. Let me let a sister answer this one. Go ahead.
Give yourself to your husband and don't smile and be all in another friend's face.
What does it mean to submit? Go ahead.
Like if he tells you to do something, you should.
Yes, you gotta do it. Wow, submit yourselves. Who's right to? Don't be laughing and playing around in everybody's face. No. Submit yourself to your own husband. That man that owns you. You understand? While submit, you have to be submissive. Submit yourself unto your own husbands. Read on.
As it is fit in the Lord.
As it is fit in the Lord. Read.
Husbands, love your wives.
Now, this is the thing right here. All right. While submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as it is fit in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives. Love your wives. What does that mean? You love your wife by giving her a Valentine's gift or a Christmas gift. You can forget about birthday. You don't call your wife and tell her happy birthday and give her a birthday gift. She leaving you, man. She gonna walk out the door and you gonna see her head for 20 years. So when I say husbands love your wives, what does that mean? Go ahead, Malachi.
Like keep the commandments that's pertaining to your wife and like teaching the truth and all that.
Yes, you have to teach them the truth. Go ahead, sis.
If you love your wife, you're correct.
Yes, exactly. Husbands, love your wives. You'll correct them. What wouldn't you do? Neglect them. When you don't correct your wife, when you don't, teach her and guide her, you are neglecting her. You can't do that. When she do something wrong, tell her right there. Be clear. Don't be passive. You have to be clear, because if you ain't clear, something won't go wrong. Something is bound to go wrong, and it's gonna be because of you. Because you wasn't clear about it. Go ahead, sister. You got your hand up. Yeah, you're right. Why do it have to be on the white man's day? You telling me that the white man tell you to give your wife a gift on her birthday? That's the only day you gotta give her a gift? No. I mean, give her a gift tomorrow, yesterday, man. You don't have to give her a gift because a white man is telling you to do that. No, no. Now, if you give her a gift, you don't love her. You understand? Husbands, you're supposed to love your wives. Go ahead, Yahweh.
And like you said, if you don't be clear about it, you don't clear about it, now here comes the wife that gets you arguing all over your place.
You have to be clear. We ain't celebrating Christmas. I know your birthday is next month. Don't ask me for a birthday present. We don't celebrate birthdays. You have to be clear. Because if you ain't clear, it's going to be a ton of confusion because you wasn't clear. All right? Let's read on. And be not bitter. Meaning, what about? Yes, about hitting her. What else? Yeah, what? No, you're gonna argue. Man, y'all gonna argue every day. Every single day, y'all gonna argue. Y'all gonna fight. She gonna do some type of violence to you. Something. She gonna cut up something, man. She gonna key a couple of your cars. She gonna do something to you. All right. But what does that mean? To be bitter against them. You ain't supposed to be bitter against them. Don't be trying to make your woman go to a strip club. You understand? Don't try to make your woman, have a threesome. That's being bitter, man. Don't force your woman to sin. Don't do that. That's being bitter. You understand? Being bitter is you trying to get them to commit a transgression against the Most High. You shouldn't do that. Husbands, don't be bitter against your wives. All right? Read on.
Verse 20. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing unto the Lord.
Now, kids, you have to obey your parents, man. Your father or your mother tell you to do something, do it. Now, if your father or mother tell you to go to the Christian church and be a homosexual and smoke weed and smoke cigarettes, should you do it? No. No, you shouldn't do that. But if your daddy or your mother tell you, listen, don't celebrate this holiday because it's not of God. You're supposed to listen to them. You understand? All things shall be done with decently and in order. You understand? The kids follow the parents. Obey the wife and the husband. The wife obeyed the husband. The husband obeyed Christ. Christ obeyed God. That's how it works, man. You're supposed to be in order. You understand? Read that line one more time, brother.
Children, obey your parents in all things.
Obey your parents in all things. Read.
For this is
lawfully, all lawful things. Read on.
For this is well-pleasing unto the Lord. Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High.
All right, we can break that down. Go ahead, officer.
Swaggy, sir. The white man uses the scripture to say you're supposed to obey him when he whips you,
right?
When he gives you your 50 lashes.
Yeah.
This is talking about someone that's over you in the truth. You're supposed to obey him, not to be as they say in the world, kissing his rear end or what have you, but doing it to do the work of the Most High.
Exactly. Read it one more time. Give a brother a hand. Most High in Christ. Read it one more time.
Verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh.
Obey all things your masters according to the flesh. Let me ask y'all a question, right? Do y'all know we is obeying our masters by following the Bible? Y'all know that? What book is we on reading now? Colossians. Who wrote Colossians? Say it again. Yes, Paul wrote the book of Colossians. Where we read Exodus. Who wrote the book of Exodus? Moses. Masha. You understand? When we read the book of Mark, Matthew, they wrote those books. So when we read this Bible, The things that they told us to do in the Spirit of God, what do? We obey it. You understand? We obey all the commandments in this Bible. The Lord said, listen, obey your masters, man. Listen to them. Follow them. Go ahead, brother. That's all that was talking about, was reading these words in this book. And nothing to do with slavery, nothing like that. No. This has nothing to do with slavery. Now, the white man will pull this and say, see, you got to obey your master. Your master say you salute the flag. Your master say you do this and do that. No. That ain't our master. Your master is like your landlord, your Adawan, the brother that's above you, the prophets that's above you, like I just previously mentioned, like Moses, Luke, John, Matthew. They were your masters, not the so-called white man. Now, while listening to him at work, yeah, I'm gonna say yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I gotta do at work.
Right.
But when I leave work, I'm not giving them my spirit. You understand, brother?
I understand. But at work,
Yes.
obey at work.
Oh, yeah, definitely say yes, sir. Listen, man, I can't stand white people.
Right.
Can't stand them. They make me sick. They disgust me. I can't stand them. But at work, no problem, sir. You need me to do it? Cool, I'm gonna get it done. But inside my mind, I know he's the devil. You understand? That's how you be at work, man. Remember, the Lord said, be what? Go ahead.
Was it humble?
Oh, man, I thought you was about to say it. What?
Like, sir, as much as life within you, be at peace with all men.
Right, but not what I'm looking for. Malakia?
Like being a word without others.
No, brother almost had it. I thought he almost had it. Be wise as a serpent. And what? Come on, finish it off.
Humble is
Not, sis. Harmless as a.
harm.
You understand? Harmless. You have to be wise and harmless, man. Cool, no problem. I'm gonna do what you want me to do at the slavery. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta support my kids. I gotta put food up in my house. I understand that. I'm gonna do it. You understand? But this right here is more speaking about the men that's above you in rank, like the priests and prophets of God. All right, read on about
Verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord, and not unto men.
And not unto men, man. Don't be trying to be a man pleaser, man. We don't do that up in there.
Right.
We do not do that. Read.
Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
Read that again.
But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
Let me get Galatians 6 and verse 7.
I will come.
But he that doeth wrong receive the wrong which he has done. Meaning you do something wrong, the Lord will punish you for that. You have sex with a woman and then leave that woman, and then about 5 or 6 years down the line, you find out you lost everything. Listen, man, the Lord is punishing you because of that. You can't do it. Let me get on Galatians 6 and 7.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
Whatever you do, you're going to get in return, sort of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if you kill somebody, what's going to happen to you? Go ahead. Somebody going to kill you. Now, it may not happen today, may not happen next year, but the Lord going to deal with you. You steal from somebody going to take your wallet. Somebody going to take your belongings. Put in. Now, you do something good for God, obey his commandments, bring his people back together. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to receive a reward.
Right.
You get what you put in. How are you going to expect anything if you simply can't obey the commandments of God? Then wondering why these bad things always happen to you. Always happening to us. Because we rejected the voice of God. You get what you put at, man. Go ahead, sister. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And let me take you a little even farther than that. He may not get you in this lifetime, but he can get you in the next lifetime. You understand? You have to be focused, man. You have to know what the Lord wants you to do. You do something wrong, you be an alcoholic, a weed head. Listen, man, a punishment is coming your way. That's why we came on cargo slave ships, man, because of our disobedience. Read that last line one more time, Galatians 6 and 7.
Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Go back to Colossians 3 and 25.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
You understand that? If you do wrong, man, just wait for your punishment. Don't cry about it. Wait for it. Say, Lord, I was weak. I know I shouldn't have had sex with that woman. Let me breathe. And let me wait for my punishment. I know I shouldn't be smoking weed, but I grabbed a blunt and I smoked some weed. Let me breathe and let me wait for my punishment because it's going to come. Read on.
And there is no respect of persons.
And there is no what?
Respect of persons.
And there is no respect of persons. What does that mean? Oscar.
It was the same as any other man.
Oh yeah. Give me an example.
Okay. Say you commit a sin, whatever that sin is, you transgress the law. You're going to require something from you also, and he's going to require from another man. His punishment is not going to be you, you're going to be just due. In some cases, it tells you what it requires.
Now, do our leaders today, are they respect of persons? No, our leaders today are.
Oh, so.
Yes, today. If they have money, I was on bringing out earlier. This on filthy Edomite preacher, man. He about 40, 50 years old. Had sex with a 16, 17-year-old. Now, he got up on the podium and he confessed his sins. He said, yeah, I had sex with that 16, 17-year-old little girl. You know what they all did, right? Y'all wasn't here when I brought this out earlier. They all stood up and gave a standing ovation. Standing ovation for him being a child molester. You understand? Our leaders today, man, they a respectful person, man. But the Most High ain't. You do something wrong, he don't give a damn how much money you have. He's gonna pay for it. But he ain't a respect of persons. You do something wrong, he's gonna pay you for it. He's gonna what? Reward you for that right thing that you have done. You understand? Go ahead.
And SHALAM, you tie that in what you were talking about earlier. Have respect, respect for men. You know what I'm saying, sir? Meaning, don't be trying to be odd things amongst men. Do the Lord's will, man.
Yeah, that's it. Do the Lord's will. That's it. All right. Do y'all have any questions before we end the service? All right. No questions. So with that being said, I.M.A.J.U, which means to stand. Malakia, can you adjust the camera? We're going to just send up the Lord's Prayer. Upon with them, which means turn and face the east.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abba Noah. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. I.S.U.P.K. Shem-Ka. Yahweh. Lakuka. Abba. Ratazaka. I.S.U.P.K. Barataza. Gawon. I.S.U.P.K. Bashemayim. Lafkamadam. Lafkam. Kal. Gawon. Masalakmanam. Kawabak now.
Kawabak now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kawabak, you know.
Kawabak now.
Wala'am.
Wala'am.
Tabi'an now.
Tabi'an now.
Manasaya wood.
Manasaya wood.
Above.
Above.
Kawashai now.
Kawashai now.
Mayun.
Mayun.
Ra.
Ra.
Kayun.
Kayun.
Lukat.
Lukat.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Watapara.
Wa'al.
Laiwalimya. Ama.
All right, on the English, our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And
forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our
And
debtors.
lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
So be it.
So, just need to turn around. Brothers that would like to get anointed, y'all can come and step forward. Yeah, sure. You can turn the camera. All right, what's going on? What's your name again, brother?
The bar.
The bar. All right, most high Christ. Good to see you. All right. Young man. Malak. All right, good to see you, Malak. All right, Pastor Rob. All right, most high. Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah, so just the brothers up here, we want to send up a prayer. Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yabaraki Yahweh.
Wayashamoraka.
Wayashamoraka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Panyaw.
Panyaw.
Alaka.
Alaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yashar Yahweh.
Yashar Yahweh.
Panyaw.
Panyaw.
Alaka.
Alaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
My gun.
My gun.
My gun.
Askarab Yahweh.
Askarab Yahweh.
Askarab Yahweh.
Askarab Yahweh.
Askarab Yahweh.
Askarab Yahweh.
Yawahan.
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 Gabar.
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 Gabar. Malak. Malak. Malak.
Bahasham Yahushai.
Bahasham Yahushai.
Wadama.
Wadama.
All right, sisters, y'all can step forward. Oh, y'all know that. All right, sisters. All right, all the brothers up here are going to send up the prayers. Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yabaraki Yahweh.
Wayashamaraka.
Wayashamaraka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Panyaw.
Panyaw.
Alaka.
Alaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yashar Yahweh.
Yashar Yahweh.
Panyaw.
Panyaw.
Alaka.
Alaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
My gun.
My gun.
My gun.
My gun.
Masha. 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 I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one. Kawaba. 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 Bahasham Yahushai.
Bahasham Yahushai.
Wadama.
Wadama.
So the we said was the Most High bless thee and keep thee. The Most High make his or her face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Most High lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. The Most High, in the name of Yahushai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right, so that being said, all right, let's wrap it up.